The following D&D campaign is rated TV-MA LSVEP. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and proper naughty behavior. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
No count.
No count. None
It
whatsoever.
surprised me. Yeah.
Well, we made it. Sorry we were off last week. I had absolutely no voice. I sounded like a grandmother, so it would not have been a good time for you guys. But yeah, we are back and we're ready to rock and roll. I want to start with our rolls. So if everyone wants to roll your D20.
In that case, aren't we going to roll and rock?
Nice.
Oh, did anyone watching just leave? I'm sorry.
If Steven wins tonight, he's getting disadvantage instead of advantage.
Okay. I have rolled a 9.
Okay.
It's an 11 for Ileana.
11. Okay.
14.
Also a 9.
All right.
Nice.
Well, the 9s have it because I rolled a 3.
Ooh, double.
What up,
Another
man?
double.
Yeah, we
You
got
had a
it,
double
Steven.
last week
Yeah.
too. Nice job.
Dan
All
and I
right.
are soul linked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Who's doing the Elzaris bounty roll tonight?
I did it
Can
last
I
week.
do it?
Yeah.
Hey, I forgot what I rolled. What are you talking about?
D100.
Got it. I'm rolling it right now, and I have rolled a 68.
So
Otherwise,
close.
a nice -1.
Mm-hmm. That is so close.
Wow.
So close.
Just a little
So
off.
close.
It's that little space between.
So close. I have the actual percentage, and then I have 69. If you guys hit 69, something else will happen. So
Have you guys
Oh,
ever
yes.
tried 68ing? It's not great.
Yeah, that's just all
Wouldn't
tape.
recommend it.
Yeah.
I guess that brings us up to the recap, which I believe Steph is going to do for us tonight.
Oh,
This is-
thank you, Steph.
That is correct. We're neck deep in battle with the effing Bob Sidhu, stupid Arcanoloth. But we got him. But in the meantime, all kinds of stuff went down during the battle. Of course, Derek almost died twice. I, of course, had saved some spell slots to rest, just in case. I was able to step in and help out. But it was close. I got down a bit. I think everyone got in their own tough spots, I guess. Bob Sidhu was pretty impenetrable for a while. I think Jules found a way in. We were able to beat him down a bit. Eventually, we were able to take out the skeletons thanks to Jules and mostly Lennox doing some fine, impressive firework. Right. So we were able to take out the skeletons. We got to Bob Sidhu. Blah blah blah. I was able to cut off Bob Sidhu's hand. He had a weird bracelet and ring that he was using. So now I got that, I guess, in my bag. But yeah, so we were able to do that. Bob Sidhu, thanks to Linux, again, more impressive work. Took Bob Sidhu down in the name of Peppino, our wonderful friend that we'll get to soon. But in the meantime, it seems that we have a visitor. That's it.
All right. Nice job. Sorry, I'm trying to move the chat over so I can actually see it. Right. So you are in the ballroom of this manor in the Nine Hells. You've just finished slaying Bob Sidhu, who, of course, turned one last time to that vile sort of ichor before that ichor turned to ash and dissolved. And knowing the lore of Arcanoloth, you believe you finally defeated him because you defeated him on his own plane, and he cannot come back to life. So that is super exciting. And as all of you are gathering yourselves from the battle itself, of course, Ileana, remembering she has that the hand of the Arcana Wasp with a ring on it in her bag. You hear the voice of a woman as she enters the absolutely destroyed ballroom and says, "What a great job y'all have done. Tell me, who has ruined this beautiful room?"
I'm gonna point at the puddle that's melting.
Derek
who-
coughs up a little bit of blood.
Do we see who we're being spoke to?
Yeah, so as she steps out from sort of the shadow of the door, you see a very tall, graceful, very tanned woman who has sort of dark hair that's pulled back in a very stylish updo, but it's very perfect and neat. You see that she wears a dress that is highly tailored to her, that's all like black leather and silk. Ileana, can I get a religion check from you at advantage, and then a perception check from everyone else at advantage?
Religion is a. Let me actually go to my thing here.
I can't roll religion. I'm way better at it than I am perception.
Mhm.
I'm proficient at it. if that
You
makes a
can
difference.
roll religion at regular, not at advantage.
Religion is 20 total.
20 total. Okay.
My perception was a 14. I rolled the same thing.
14,
twice,
okay.
so.
27.
27
19.
and 19. Okay. I would say that Jules and sorry, I'm forgetting I'm keep wanting to say your names, not it's just been too long. Jules, Lennox, and Derek are all able to recognize, some more so than other, that this woman that appears in front of you has to have some sort of like either a blessing or some sort of angelic blood to her, because she has this sort of same essence that Ileana has. You've just been around Ileana enough that you recognize it.
Sex appeal? Got it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Ileana, I'm gonna just type yours into chat really fast. Okay.
I lean over to Jules and be like,
Okay.
"This chick's boobs are kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
They
Little
remind
bit.
me of the. They remind me of the statue in front of our
That's
ship.
us. All right. Oh my god.
The frame of reference for all.
Very angelic.
The most angelic part. And so you see her step very she has, very great posture, and she just steps into the ballroom and says, "Right, so he did this all by himself. I didn't just witness all of you help him."
I mean, okay.
Great.
Here's the thing. Is we walked in and then he started, playing the piano, and then all these skeletons popped up, and like one thing led to another. Can I help you clean up?
Hey, we just had to
Well,
say first.
I see. Well, it matters not to me whether or not the space is cleaned up. I simply wanted to know. This, I'm here as a guest. This isn't my home. So.
Well, I assumed it was his, and I'm pointing to like the remnants of Obsidian. So, but you can have it if you want you can have the ballroom.
Darling, you seem to have assumed incorrectly. This is not his home. In fact, he was just a lackey, a servant to the owner of the home.
But he was seeming mighty in power when he was here, so...
He was definitely acting like he owned the place.
Yeah.
I could see that. He was a little uppity. Oh, before I forget, I take it this is yours, and she'll like sweep her skirts aside, and you'll see a actually much better looking Peppino, since it looks like he's been healed and fed and out of his chains. A little tired, but he emerges behind her skirts.
Well, I wouldn't say he's ours, but yes, he's
Oh.
one of ours.
And
There's like a phrase
Derek
like
is just like
thing.
Derek is just standing there like open jawed stunned. Oh, and also to backtrack just a tiny bit, this guy who killed a member of our party and basically killed me, he's a little uppity.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you. Sorry for the mess, but I think we'll just be on our way.
Right. One thing though, that ring that you took off of that fiend did not belong to him. It did belong, however, to the owner of this house.
Inside check.
I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just like, you can have it. Like, I
Go
don't.
ahead.
Sure.
I
We
don't
were just
care.
trying to. Right.
I totally,
all yours?
absolutely failed. That was a 13.
A 13. Actually, yeah. You can tell that she is telling the truth.
Okay. Ileana will reach into her bag and she'll mentally to the group for one moment. Do I give her the hand too, or just the ring as she's like reaching in?
Give her the ring. Just give her the ring. She only asked for the ring. So.
Okay. She'll take the ring out and hand it over to well,
Yeah.
she'll hand it over to this lovely character.
You'll see her reach out, and as she takes the ring from you, she holds onto your hand just for like a moment. Says, Torm, what an interesting choice. And then takes the ring. I really appreciate you not fighting me on this. I would have bargained for it, but if you don't care, I'll give it back to him.
Not at this point.
Yeah, I'm tired. My friend's coughing up
Yeah,
blood.
yeah.
I just want to
Oh,
I just want to bounce. Like,
I'm so sorry. Of course, you've all done so much work. Let me help you with that. And you'll see her wave her hand. And let me make sure that it works like this. Okay. Yeah.
And Derek voided his bowels, so he's smelling pretty bad.
I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Sure.
Beans is just smelling Derek the entire time.
Oh,
Just
no.
right behind him. Just like,
Oh God.
It's so accurate. It's so gnarly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone heals for 78.
Shit.
Jesus.
Maybe.
Yeah, is this
She's healing at that level. Yeah.
Did you know that he was keeping prisoners, or did the master of the house keep our friend in the cell?
Oh no, the Pelicans would not do that. No, I only arrived yesterday. My husband's here on business. I'm just visiting, and saw you all come in and thought, I'll see how this plays out. So when I realized he was yours, when you were dealing with your enemy up here, I went downstairs and retrieved Peppino. We had a nice chat and had some sandwiches.
yeah. Okay. Not ours. With us. Just to clarify.
We have a friend
Sure.
outside that gets very confused about that.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Well, we definitely appreciate your understanding on this.
Well, you're most welcome. Like I said, this is my friend's home. If you want to go and look at this fiend's space, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, please let us not have a quarrel. Don't take anything else from the house.
Is your friend from Sorrel.
You have a sharp eye. He originally was not, but
Alright.
found Ikram to be his home.
Oh, I love Ikram. That's such a beautiful city.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. Not at the moment, but it'll be beautiful again.
Oh, really? At last we heard it was all swallowed up, or did we hear that it was back? I forget.
Yeah, I thought like the
Oh,
world was
okay.
destroyed or something.
Yeah. Luckily, a group of adventurers, probably similar to yourselves, were able to stop the,
Oh,
the imminent threat, at least for the time being. So
that's a relief. Are you
now we
from
just need to
Ikram?
rebuild.
Oh.
I am from Ikram.
Lovely. Oh, the canal.
If they're similar to us, I'm sure they got like so laid afterward.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's about to happen?
I'm sure there's a train waiting for us somewhere.
Hopefully.
That sounds absolutely delightful. When I used to be an adventurer, that always happened to us as well. So I get it.
Well, I mean, so just to clarify, we can go look in Bob Sadu's room,
Right.
but you don't want us to take anything.
I mean, I don't care about his room, and I highly doubt the Malagus would care either. But the rest of the home, I wouldn't touch his pieces.
No problem.
Understood.
How do we get to his room from here?
Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'd be happy to escort
Oh,
you so you don't get lost.
Thanks.
thank you. Could I
Of course.
ask, or while we're walking or whatever,
Mhm.
I did happen to come across a chained fiend in a room downstairs. Is that? We won't touch anything there, but I'm just so curious. There's like a thing behind it and a chained fiend. Ask what that is, if you know, or is that perhaps maybe your friend's secret? It was pretty well hidden.
Well, let's just say that he's a very powerful mage, and
Oh.
what he does with his time, I don't truly know. I haven't seen him in, gosh, it's the first time I've seen him in over a year, so I haven't asked him what his projects are. But
Enough understood then. I think back on mages that I've dealt with in the past. Yeah, tracks. No,
mhm.
thank you.
All right.
Follow on.
So as you guys are talking and walking, you make your way up to a third floor, sort of like a spiral staircase that goes to what it looks like would be like a wizard's tower, but it's just a small little round room. There's a bed pushed off to one side. It's mostly filled with books. It looks like he's actually covered any sort of windows with bookshelves. And he's got a small table in the center that has like a cloth haphazardly thrown over it. And a few like trinkets here and there. But it looks like this was the space that he was living in when he was here. In fact, a much smaller, sadder looking space than the space he was in on the material plane when you first found him.
Derek's going to do the really obvious thing and peruse his bookshelves to see if anything that he wrote is in there.
Okay. And go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll investigate.
Okay.
I investigate for 3.
Good.
That's
Good
a
job.
low number, just to be clear.
You
Good
know,
job.
Derek starts to look through the books, and then he finds one that's a little bit explicit with pictures in it, and he gets hung up and
Totally
isn't
fair.
through the whole librry. Yeah.
Yep.
Deep gnome bug. Yeah. Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh no, we've lost him. Yeah, look at Jules, and should we just
let's look
toss
around.
the place? All right.
Yeah, fuck it. He's not gonna need this anymore.
Last time, right?
Just direct me if you need me to look somewhere. I don't know much about this looking through stuff. That's not
I'm-
mine.
So sorry, one more time. What are you guys doing?
Looting the place.
Yeah.
Looting it.
Money,
Okay.
information, magic items. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looting
Ariana's
place.
helping.
If it's like not important, I'll just like knock it over.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll see that and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Derek is like turning books in different directions and gazing very intently and keeping to himself.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Okay. All right. Can I get investigation checks from anyone else besides Derek, who is looking?
I'll help Lennox.
Okay. Well,
It's a
good, because
14.
first roll was
14.
garbage.
Okay.
All right, that one's much better. Sorry, did you say investigation?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's a plus 10, so another 27.
27. All right. So with a 13, Ileana, you are looking through. You see mostly, you take seeing that Derek has taken on the bookshelf, you feel pretty comfortable that you probably need to take the bookshelf as well. So Ileana starts going through the books. She kind of spies the section that Derek picked up his book from, and you see a variety of books of that nature. In fact, you remember one of the first spicier books you got was on the nightstand of the fiend in the temple.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So there's a whole section like that. You also see just general knowledge. It very much reflects the library that you found in the temple, because if you remember, there was the bookshelf that pushed books back and forth from the two. You found, yeah, so anything that you hadn't grabbed in the temple like reappeared back here. So you do find about 3 different tomes that have a lot of arcane markings on them, but it's hard to tell what they're for with that check.
Go grab the tomes and also like 3 of them of the naughty books.
Okay.
Just 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I already have some already.
Do you need to leave some for the next one? Just like switch them out like a library?
If I knew someone was coming back to this space, then yes.
Yeah, sure.
Take one, leave one.
So you pick
Derek
3.
Analog has a big sign that says "Take the book, leave the book."
Yeah. All right, so 3 arcane tomes and 3 spicy books for Ileana. Got it. Okay, so for Lennox, you do find stacks and stacks of paperwork that's in Infernal that looks like communication from Obsidian and some of the other pit fiends. You recognize not necessarily the symbol that's on there because you saw the symbol, but it has like similar qualities to it. So you can tell that like he was sort of like wrapped up in the politics here. If you want to like look at that further, you could do that. Or some of the other things that you found, you do find this sort of shimmery cloak that was thrown underneath the bed. And then you also found, hold on, I want to give you the right description for this. You find a pile of spells. I mean, there's like 7 or 8 spells, like in like scrolls. Like you just start opening the scrolls and you see that they are spell scrolls.
Okay.
You recognize the same. Actually, let me go to that. A similar. Actually, give me a history check, please.
Okay. 3. That's 11.
An 11. You do see this odd looking vase that looks really familiar, but you're having trouble like placing it, but it looks really familiar. Let's see here. Sorry guys, it just like the page I had open crashed with all the stuff in it. So
no worries.
Yeah,
That's how it goes.
Be looking at spells. Yes.
Such a small scroll.
I love some sandpaper for the minis. It's
I love it.
advising.
As filler, while
Yeah,
Vic's
please,
looking
thank
this
you.
up, I had a sentencing hearing recently for a
no.
guy that they were talking about sending to prison. And my notes closed in the middle.
Oh,
And
nice.
No,
argument.
Steven!
Nice.
Oh no!
And that was not pleasant at all. So Vic, you are certainly not alone. I'm sure that anyone who views this is likely to think of some time in their life where that happened.
My God, I know, right?
Bear
Oh
brought
my
up a good
goodness.
point. There were bases in his other place too.
Yeah, there was definitely a magical base, but,
Oh,
but
man.
much like Linux, I don't really remember what it was or what it did. But
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that being there. So
Actually, can I get Derek to roll a history check for me?
Ooh.
Why not?
Derek,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 16, which
Pretty
is
good.
an okay number.
Mm-mm.
That's kind of high.
Yeah, that's kind of high. I'm okay with that. High enough. High enough.
Oh my goodness.
That's high enough to remember that, Derek, you've got a vase that looks just like this in your bag right now.
Oh yeah.
They made you carry it. You remember you didn't want it, but they made you carry it. When you guys went to the temple.
So Derek would see that, and instead of saying anything, he would just dig it out and sort of like hold it out, kind of obviously.
Oh, that's where it's great. I'll take it and set it down next to. Jules,
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt your. I mean, and you don't have to stop your searching, but look at that. It's the same as. I think this is from the other place. Put the vase down.
Who were you pointing it out to?
Jules, just in
Okay.
case, but not to interrupt
forgot.
your search.
Yeah, no, I forgot what that vase does.
Me too. I can't remember. But it was magical. I remember. I think it was magical.
I'll just grab something and I'll throw it in the vase.
I'm sorry. Let me re-describe it. It's like a vase with a lid, so I guess it's closer to like an urn. But you guys
Okay.
never cast Identify or anything on it. So.
Oh, I'll open the urn. No, okay, I won't open the
Oh
urn.
my God.
Do I?
I mean, are you opening the urn?
No, I would. Why? When did you guys get this? This was before me.
Oh,
right?
Jules, you're right.
This is like, I've never seen this before.
Oh,
you guys. So what the
this,
fuck?
Oh.
this was in the
Like,
Pit Fiend's
you're like,
first
"Jules,
lair.
look." I'm like,
I mean,
"What
I
is
do
this?"
remember.
Cool.
I do vaguely remember the vase. I don't remember what
All right, I'll identify.
happened
the
with
vase.
it.
Oh, thank you.
And Derek's just like, I've been waiting to find some good flowers to send to Mercy.
Oh.
You cast Identify on the vase, and you realize that this vase contains the like fighting soul of a pit fiend that once released will it will materialize. We'll put it that way.
Oh, can you check the other one?
Sure,
next-
I'll check the other one.
Holy shite! Imagine.
You check the other one, and even though the vase urns are identical, this one seems to have a liquid in it, and you get from the Identify that the person that drinks this liquid and then opens the other vase can control the pit fiend.
Oh.
Oh, that's wild. Okay.
Does it just last for a little bit?
Can I dip a pinky into the liquid and just see what it tastes like?
Sure. You go ahead. It has notes of like dark cherry and almond, but it's a little bitter on the end. Yeah.
Okay. It's not alcoholic, right?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Does that
Lenny, come try this.
Yeah, okay, I'll dip my pinky in.
Yeah.
Oh, is that cherry?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a little aftertaste.
Yeah.
But that's incredible. Do you know how long it lasts? Like, can you control the pit fiend whenever you want it? And tra-la-la, oh wait, pit fiend, go! Or is it just like a one-time thing, you think?
I don't know. What do I know?
From the Identify spell, you would be able to control the spirit of the pit fiend as long as the pit fiend existed. So if it died or
Yeah.
was destroyed, it wouldn't
Ah,
obviously not.
I think that's a power too great to hold in these irresponsible hands.
Oh, they're not
I mean,
that
I mean,
irresponsible.
here's the thing: is like this is the dilemma, right? We should just free the pit fiend. Like we're in the pit fiend, we
You're
should
right.
just leave it.
Is it
Not-
going to
not-
be?
Not like I don't know if it's gonna be mad about it. It should be happy with us, right? We're freeing it.
Well, if you drink, or if someone drinks it and controls it and lets it out, and then talks with it, so it doesn't rage like I've been in a bottle for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
We can say this. Oh, it's all right. The sun's getting real low.
Yeah.
Yes, that's getting low. I've heard that works with the bigger ones.
and explain like where would you like, within our power, where would you like to be released here in the Nine Hells? What would you like, just to the other world? Just don't attack us. I'm
Yeah,
okay
I
with
mean that seems fair to me, right? Like,
you're right.
Sure. Yeah.
because like I can't imagine that like he's imprisoned for any particular reason. Probably Bob's just an asshole and wanted to
Right.
control the pit fiend.
Hey,
I mean, sure. I mean, that just seemed like something to control, but then also there are instances of things being put in, trapped in things or in places because they've done something irreputable.
Well, yeah, I mean, also it's pit fiend, so it's probably like not,
Sure.
not good.
So we
A
should
nice
be
guy.
cautious. Maybe do it after we have a rest.
Aye.
Sure.
Oh, and I think we should make sure, just for learning purposes, learning experience, to have Gregory around while we do it. Just can't hurt to show that it's good to not own or control other creatures, and off we go.
Yeah, a teachable moment for Gregory for sure.
How's a Pepino looking?
He looks great.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like your hostess fed and healed him.
Okay.
Nice.
Maybe prestidigitated him so he's not smelly.
Sure.
I look at that and realize he's clean, and look over at Derek. Got this. Look at the shit all over himself. Like, Derek, you mind if I let me just friend look, and I'll prestidigitate.
Derek, go change your pants, man.
Derek would love that.
We've been walking around for like 10 minutes like that. Like, just go.
It's starting to dry. Let's
go take a beat.
Yeah, you smell
Derek-
worse than a long night.
So, although Derek would appreciate any help in that department, he would also begin scanning around for any orange-colored owls.
Okay. He looks around for orange-colored owls. As he does, just so that Lennox has the rest of what he found. You do find another alchemy jug. You find what looks like I gave you the robe already, right? Or the cloak.
a shimmery cloak.
Yeah, shimmery cloak. You find an alchemy jug, and because you've seen one before, I'm just telling you what that one is.
Nice.
You find a bag that looks like it's filled with a bunch of little beads of different colors. And you find a like globe that has some arcane essence coming off of it. And then is there anything else? And then no, you just have the 8 spell scrolls.
Okay. Oh, look at the pile of spell scrolls. Oh, Joel's have at
That's
it.
crazy. Yeah, let's keep it. Yeah, throw it in the bag.
Yeah, great. And I found, and I'll pack up the paperwork between Bob's Due and that picture with the symbol. Just like, I'll look at that later. And the shimmery cloak looks so cool. I just, could I ask you, Jules, to tell me what it does? It looks so fantastic. And
Sure, yeah. I'll check that out. I'll cast Identify.
It looks like it's a modified cloak of many useful items that you can use. Obviously, it has all of it. You look at it and it has all the patches of a normal one. But it also, once a day at dawn, you can roll to see if it will grant you invisibility for 1 hour. So you roll a d8, and in a 7 or an 8, you can use it. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Nice.
So nice.
Okay. I will. I'll just start a pile on the table. Okay,
yeah, I
there
mean, we
we
can
go.
start putting stuff in the bag.
Right. Now this I know this one. That's an alchemy jug. I think
It's the mayonnaise jug, right? It's the
Right, right.
Like, yeah.
And one last thing that
The aioli jug. Excuse me.
Yes.
That's amazing. There's this before we put it anywhere. It's the little or the globe. Is it like a baseball size or that globe with the essence?
Sorry, I just closed it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Nope, it's my fault.
What is it? Derek has the other alchemy jug, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Did.
Okay, Derek. I just want to have a quick test. Derek, see how much mayonnaise you can make, and I'm gonna see how much Dijonnaise I can make, and I want to see if there's a difference for it being kind of a combination versus just a
Is it half the
flat
value?
mayonnaise.
Derek nods very, very seriously, and he says, "How do I make mayonnaise?"
You just gotta like hold it and think about it.
Yeah, you know that feeling, Derek.
Derek holds it and focuses on mayonnaise.
So as you work with the alchemy jugs, Lennox, it's a small sphere. It looks like it's made like of thick glass, and it weighs about 1 pound.
Okay. That spins
That's
around.
that's
Mhm.
pretty.
All right, and I'll wait for Jules to finish his Dijonnaise project,
Yeah.
and then ask him to identify if he has the. But I'm curious about the
running out of spell
Dijonnaise.
slots.
So
I
yeah.
can do it.
All right.
Yeah. We can. I'll do the orb. Whichever orb. Isn't there a bunch of orbs, or is it just one?
Oh, just
Just
the
one
one orb.
I'll do the.
There's
orb then.
beads. There's a bag of
Right.
beads.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you put the beads in the orb, and the orb changes color.
Mm-hmm. The orb is a drift globe. So you can speak the command word and cause it to emanate light or daylight. And once used, the daylight effect cannot be used again until the next dawn.
Nice.
Okay.
Excellent.
And it'll float in the air no more than 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
No. Did we just?
I also
pleased.
found these scrolls, these 3 arcane scrolls that I found.
Well, they're tomes, aren't
Are
they?
they-
Look at those.
Are they spell scroll? or-
No,
think
they're
they're
arcane
books.
tomes.
Mm-hmm.
She'll put them on the table. I don't really.
That's some good reading.
Are they spell books or are they not?
Make a investigation check for me.
Not Arcana.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll just
Listen,
change the DC.
The DM speaks.
Can I assist Jules? Like,
Sure.
since he's been helping me out, yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, 27.
27. Okay. There's one that looks like it has a similar combination of writing of Draconic and Sylvan as the Tome of Great and Terrible Power.
Okay.
The other 2 look like they are standard, just like they're not spell, but they're. One of them talks about transmutation and advanced, advanced learnings and theories in transmutation.
Mhm.
The other one does the same thing, but for necromancy.
What's Steven doing, guys?
Is he showing us a bill?
Steven, are
Are
you
you billing
invoicing
us
us right
for-
now?
What?
Yeah.
What's happening, Derek?
How much money do we owe you for this session?
That's amazing.
We never discussed rates, Steven.
I'm just trying to say I've not been given anything. I was promised $3 million per appearance.
Nice.
Checks in the mail.
Wow.
Wait, did
okay.
you say it's in the mail?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll wait happily for another 2 years.
Okay, perfect.
Well, I speak Sylvan and Draconic. So.
Right. You remember that the way that this, the ancient style of this book works is you're probably going to have to sit down and actually take time to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Still in the bag.
Another one.
But no spell books. that's for sure no spell books.
No, I mean it looks like the transmutation and necromancy ones are telling you how to craft your own spells within those classes because they're like advanced. But no actual other spell books that you can see.
All right, no. Into the bag.
Into the bag.
All right.
I also have this fucker's hand in my bag too. That's not a metaphor. I actually have Bob Sadu's hand in my bag.
Gross. Should we incinerate it? Make sure it's.
I mean, it's yours by right, Ileana. So.
I mean, I don't want to keep it as a souvenir. I fear that there's something, you know, just in case. I
need a hand.
Well, that's for
It'd
later.
make for great
not
practical
for
jokes.
this.
You could tuck it up your sleeve and
yeah, you could have a little.
Oh my hand!
Could you just see if take the hand out? Could you see if there's any
Yes.
like
Yes,
arcane?
I'm so sorry, Elena. Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
I will cast. I have one more identify after this.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything different about the hand of Bob Sadu. You know that you could use it to bring him back from the dead if you wanted to, but
Jules is pretty bad at hand jobs, is what we've learned.
What?
Plenty of uses for this hand.
Wait, who's bad at hand jobs?
Jules, he said.
You!
Why would I? Who told you that?
What evidence do you have, Derek?
Who's your boy?
Who said that, Derek?
Wait. So
It
Derek,
wasn't Lennox. No complaints.
Derek watches Jules attempt to perform this hand job, and he recalls this flask attached to his belt that Maeve gave him, and Derek's memory of the situation that is supposed to sort of catch souls, and Derek is going to open it up and hold it up to the hand.
he's gonna hold it up to the hand. Okay. Hold please. Let me open another.
What do you?
And I will say,
browser.
I will say, talk to the hand as I hold it up.
Oh. What's that?
What is
Derek?
happening?
Derek, you can't just accuse me of doing bad hand
You
jobs.
Just before he does this, he goes to pull out the flask that he remembers Maeve giving him, and then realizes that his memory is a little off. It's not a flask; it's like a tiny little cage. Does he still want to open it?
Hell yeah!
It's fine if you do. Yeah.
We haven't even rested
you-
yet.
What action are you trying to accomplish with this?
So there was some talk. Here's what prompted Derek.
Okay.
There was, I heard the phrase "can be resurrected from" with this hand, and I am trying to keep it trapped so that is not possible. That's what's in Derek's head.
I
Whether
see.
or not that's possible.
So you bring
I
out
don't
the
know.
thing with the soul and present it to a body piece
Boom,
in an attempt
you
to
got
not
it.
resurrect it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You realize that the cage itself, as you open it, you can feel the necromantic nature in you, and you realize that it already has a soul in it. And you can replace the soul that's in it after you've used all of the uses, or you cast the spell into it. But to put a spell or put a soul into it, you do have to know how to cast that spell.
Oh, so Derek goes through all that,
Mhm.
and then he sort of feels weird, and he says, "Never mind," and puts it away. And lets
Derek, what the
Jules
fuck?
continue giving
What's up?
bad hand jobs.
Goes back to
Derek.
the topic.
Well,
Good job,
that
Derek.
was
You're
enlightening.
doing well. You're doing well.
Right?
Um,
I'd like to ask Pepino.
I'm gonna pull out a pen and I'm gonna pull out like crayons and a paper. I'm like, Derek, just Keep yourself entertained.
There's 4 crayons in the little
Few
box.
minutes.
They're brand new.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, why are half of these chewed in half? Derek says, as he pulls out colors.
Would you like to do the honors, Peppino, and destroy the rest of that hand?
Oh, but sure. Why not? I haven't cast anything in a while. We...
Poetic justice here at the end, I think.
Let's see here.
Like that,
What
Peppino having
spells
to incinerate him.
does he have
With a
that isn't going to just fuck up the entire room?
Oh, I know, Peppino. Light things up.
I mean,
That would have
maybe
been
things have changed, but
nice.
I don't think I had a single damaging spell.
Oh, that's right.
You did. You have he has damaging. I'm looking at his
Does
spell. You put him on there.
Oh.
I don't know if any of them are going to.
After this, yeah.
Yeah, he's changed. He's a changed man.
While this is going on, Derek is, instead of drawing, he writes the square root of 225. He just looks around waiting for any owls to show up and solve it.
Okay, so he will, I guess, cast levitate on it, and then you see him like pull out a torch and a lighter and just light it on fire.
Nice.
He doesn't have anything that will actually damage anything else. So, and then seeing Derek trying to solve math, he will put out his hand, and there appears Guillermo, the small little spotted orange owl.
Oh! That shit is over. It is accomplished. I'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Derek, you still have shit in your pants, man.
Yeah.
You need to
really. Sorry about that.
No, I was properly prestidigitated. Thank you very much.
It doesn't get into all the crevices, Derek. You have to, yeah.
Derek, why are your teeth different colors like you've been eating crayons? I gave you those like 2 minutes ago.
Derek pulls a wrapper out of his teeth.
Oh, no. I ran out of erasers. Yeah. Oh. How does Ileana react to the owl? Yeah. That's what I'm watching.
Shakes.
Sorry.
She just shakes her head.
What's wrong? Ileana, do you hate familiar? Like, what's going on? Why do you look annoyed?
This is an ongoing thing, Jules. None of your concern.
Well, I'm just familiar. It's not like
Get a mental message, Jules. Like, but Ileana has a lot of good points, but she once struck that owl down just for flying around it. Right? I think she backhanded. I think he backhanded.
What the fuck?
I just really don't like it. As Ileana's just like massaging a headache.
What?
I know. I still shudder sometimes.
That seems so unnecessary. Animal abuse, Ileana?
Animal abuse. I didn't do anything to that owl. I didn't do nothing.
You've got some other spots, Derek,
Yeah. All right.
Look, the one time it was in my face, it wouldn't leave. It was just fluttering there. So I got it out of my space. I pushed it away. Maybe a little more hard, rougher than I should have been, but I pushed it away. I got it out of my space. It didn't need to be there.
I'm just saying it sounds like an abusive relationship between you and the owl.
There is no relationship here, Jules.
Thank you again. Look at Rhea. Thank you again.
Yeah.
For guiding us through the house.
You're most welcome. I'm my interest is piqued that you're willing to sort of release this pit fiend and not use him to your own devices. That's very good of all of you.
Have we ever?
You wouldn't know that,
it
would
would
ya?
just feel.
She
It would
doesn't
just
say
feel
that.
dirty. I don't know,
Right.
doing something like that.
And it sounds like you have a friend that's struggling with not understanding his place in the world, and that you want to help him.
I'm looking at
Oh,
Derek.
Derek?
Is that how you feel? Derek, what?
Ow, ow, ow.
Derek, I didn't know you felt that way.
I don't think I was referring to that friend, but
Oh.
you know, more of your
Derek is so
that's true.
confused.
You're a miracle worker. You can read his thoughts, as jumbled as they are.
Oh, well.
Which friend are you meaning? Who?
You seem to have mentioned another friend that isn't here that needed to see that you were releasing the pit fiend.
Oh, Gregory.
Aye.
Yeah, he doesn't understand the concept of slavery, and
Oh,
we're just
my.
kind of
Yeah.
trying to
I see.
teach him
Yeah. Yeah.
about it.
Gregory thinks that Slytherin is actually the only Harry Potter house.
Mm, I see.
You know the type.
Right. Well, I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
I hope you found what you were looking for.
We did. Yeah.
I look at Pepino with a smile.
And she'll walk up to Ileana and hand her a kind of large gold coin and say, if you ever feel that your current deity isn't serving you the way that you need to, there are others out there, like the goddess. Might be a better fit. She'll wink.
Thank you.
All right, well, if you're all finished, I'm happy to escort you out.
Yeah. I mean, we have to go meet a friend who's gonna take us back to, you know, the drill.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Derek, pack up your crayons. Let's get out of here.
Ileana will go over and help him pack up the crayons. Here you go. Just put them in your bag here, like a little kid.
Derek is trying to like get two of them to fit in, and Ileana quickly picks up the other three.
Yeah.
Puts them in the bag.
Here you go. She'll give him like a pat on the shoulder.
Good job.
You'll see Rhea come over and put her hand on Derek's shoulder and say, I think Kellenborg is a good fit for you, dear, but
Oh God!
if you're interested in learning more as well, and she'll slip you a gold coin into your pocket.
Oh, okay. Derek will not become aroused.
Okay.
I was worried she was gonna go over and be like, "You are so brave."
How much money do you have? Get anything in the top row.
I love that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess, you know, as we're walking, you seem to be very adept with or in the know with the. Maybe no. Maybe I didn't notice any magic things. I guess not. I guess I can't roleplay that. I didn't really see you do anything magical. I know that Ray is really good with magic. Lennox doesn't. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Well,
Hi.
it's been real. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you for an afternoon of entertainment. I thought I was going to have to just sit and read a book. This is great.
Maybe we'll catch you in Ikram sometime.
Perhaps,
We ever
if
get
you
back.
can make your way to Ikram. You never know.
One day, maybe.
One day. Where, what part of the material plane are all of you from, by the way?
Well, Vossarel for myself. Out east. Oh shit! I think I'm from Port Eslanu,
Mhm.
and that's of course. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Port Eslanu.
I see. And is that where you currently are residing, or?
We've just been out here stuck for... We're not stuck. We all chose... Well...
You've been stuck in the
Mhm.
Nine Hills.
No,
Oh,
we're from the Isles.
right.
We're from the Obsidian Isles.
Obsidian
Oh.
Isles.
I see. Interesting. All right.
That's where we're trying to get back to.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Hmm.
You as well. And take care. Yeah, and then I'll just leave.
All right. All right. So as all of you head out back onto the square, you can see sort of the hidden door to the mansion. You see this woman close the doors behind you. You can hear the lock. And yeah, you were left. You were on the street in the capital city of the Nine Hills. What are you doing?
Did she give us a name?
What's that?
Did she tell us her name?
No.
Her name?
No.
Oh, well. Farewell, house.
You're a lot nicer to the house than you were to the owl. That's really weird.
Right? I feel like
Yeah.
priorities and...
Look, the owl and I have a rough history. Jules, that you might not understand.
I
So
don't. That's why I keep asking.
best be aware you might yourself fall into the way of the owl.
What does that mean? Can anyone tell me what that means?
I'm just looking for Maeve and Gregory.
Yeah.
In case they
Yeah, they're not outside. They're clearly in the mansion.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
right.
go to the
okay.
mansion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Cool. And then yeah, we'll just tell Maeve we're all done and
Okay.
fill her
So-
in on what happened.
Yeah, you head in. You find Mabrielle and Gregory in the gardens, clearly drinking pretty heavily at this point.
Sure.
And Mabrielle sees you and says, "Oh, good, you made it back. You ready to fight? I kept sticking my head out to see if you needed us, and I didn't hear anything. So Gregory and I had a little fun. Hope you don't mind."
Oh, it's great.
That's
We kind
wonderful.
of ventured a little farther, I think, than we planned. So everything's done.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
Hmm.
Well, we ready to head back now then?
I
I
think so.
think so.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Right,
All right.
I'll excitedly
Well-
tell Maeve everything that happened too. Like,
Mhm.
while she's... I'll mention, and we don't know Rhea, but I'll mention that
Mhm.
person showed up and she had a friend
Mm.
analogous, and that house and the pit fiend and stuff like that.
Goodness, you all were very busy. All right. Well, we have to get out of the mansion to do this. We obviously can't do it in here.
Sure.
And of course, we all need to hold hands.
Yes.
Alright.
Nana will grab
Good thing.
Maeve's hand.
Where to?
Oh,
to the-
Obviously home, but like where?
Back to the boat, ideally.
if that's...
Oh, that's
All
the
right.
boat.
We can go back to the ship. Just remember that, like, if I'm off just a little bit, we may not
Ooh.
land on land.
Well, they're docked, aren't they? They're supposed to be there for a couple more days. Because we've only been
Right.
gone for what, like 2 days? Or a day or
Right.
something?
Where was it docked at? We should.
The port.
City? Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah, I do not have that up
I
at
feel
all.
like it's been months.
Did you dock them, or did you have them keep going towards the? I remember it one way, but I'm happy to retcon
No,
it if you wanted to have them docked.
Sure, we told them to wait like a week, and if we didn't come back in a week, to go on without us.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
That feels right.
Okay. Give me just a second.
I gotta reorganize my notes.
Yeah.
And I remember like leaving enough gold to pay everyone in case we didn't come back. Too.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
I do remember that.
Oh. I mean, if we go to the city itself, maybe that's a bit safer. And
Was
then
it
just
San
outside.
Bartos that we were?
was
Yes,
San
it
Bartos,
is San-
yes.
Mm.
Yeah, so we could go. I would say we can go there, and then we
Walk
can
out to the
call. We can Sending Stone the.
Well, we just walk out to the docks. It's the same.
Right. I mean, but
Okay.
if they're just by chance if they're not there, we can contact them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maeve.
Oh my God, I'm in the wrong accent. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I just.
It's okay.
It's
It
been
happens.
a day. It's
Yeah.
Let me just double check the
It was spell
thing
size.
shift.
Oh, I do. I've got a couple of.
No, I mean, she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. She didn't fight, so she doesn't.
Ah, good. I'll share with Pepino
Okay.
too. Like, this is safe. Maeve's really cool, and she'll get us heading home.
Ease Pepino's fears.
Yeah.
Ileana will give Pepino one of, I think, her last hat with the cooling fans on them. Here, this will keep you cool in case it gets warm.
All right. So you see Mabrielle concentrate on the spell. All of you feel that similar tugging at your chest, and you shift planes back to the material plane and actually land about 100 feet within the dock of the ship in Simorto. I rolled a 99.
Wow.
Nice. Oh, Maeve, expertly done
As usual.
Thank
Right.
you. I'm so
The
glad.
skill.
Well, I'd say, do you need a drink? Because, well, we don't need a drink, obviously, but maybe you do.
We go for one, certainly, and I'll look around.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Oh, should we show Gregory? Should we do that here, or should we just drink and rest first?
I'm not saying. Well, first off, he should be sober before we do that. I think that
That's a good call.
Before you do what?
Oh, that hit me in there.
Show him what slavery is and that it's bad.
I see. All right. Well, I guess we'll sober him up first.
Oh.
Probably wise.
I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a huge rush.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go onto the ship and make sure everything's okay. We still have other shit we need to do, right? We need to go.
We gotta get the
do some
Casadocian
reconnaissance and-
pass.
We have to go to the Margaretis Trench.
Right,
That's
the one.
because it is.
That's way the fuck over there.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. We have to go to Margaretis' special place.
Right.
There's a tiny list of tasks that we have. It's very small.
Just a
No
couple.
big deal.
Uh-huh.
No big deal.
All right. So yeah, is our boat still there?
Your ship is still there. Seems to be intact.
Goodness.
All right. Everyone's still alive on board.
You get on board, and everyone starts to greet you. They're very excited to see you. Happy that you made it out of the Nine Hells. You see that Yuri comes up to you and very seriously, like as he's shaking your hand and congratulations, saying like, "Is he gone?"
Oh no, yeah, he's super fucking dead.
I'm so
Check
glad
out his
to hear
hand. No, Ileana, show me your hand. Show me his
Oh,
hand.
yeah, here. Look.
Oh,
it's like a charred,
Flops it
sad-
around.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm
Puts it back in her
looking
bag.
down in the shithole. How full is it now?
Mm.
Good
memory.
So you stick your head down into the shithole. So you
Okay.
remember you have to like enter it.
Oh
it's
shit! That's
kind
right.
of it's kind of like, it's honestly vile because there's a bunch of dead birds in there.
Yeah.
And you can see that like a few more dead birds, like birds keep making their way into the hole, but like can't get out. So like it's kind of a death trap. And then then there's like obviously like bird shit everywhere. And then of course a little bit of shit that you guys produced.
Derek, throw your fucking pants in there, man. Like you need to burn them.
A simple "it's dangerous" would have sufficed. We could have gone with that, Victoria.
Aye.
It's dangerous.
Nice. Now, didn't we learn that what it was like after that? Like Maeve was like, "Oh, you silly." That sounds like
it's
yeah.
all it is a portable hole. It's a portable hole.
This was a mistake.
Should we close the hole? Can we get rid of it?
Well, let's.
It's such a convenient
Yeah.
path, Ileana.
Can
I'm
we
gonna peel it up
de-magic it?
and but over near the edge of the boat.
Just put a piece of plywood over it.
Oh
It'll
God,
be fine.
Linux. Oh no.
Okay.
Ileana will back away.
So,
Load it
Lennox,
up.
can I get
Yep.
a acrobatics check, please?
Okay.
Oh, Linux.
That was a +1, so 14.
14. Okay. It's a little dicey. In fact, everyone is like, no, 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 no. As you go to pick it up, and remember that you've like rigged things around it so that the
I
bag.
disabled it. I disabled the back.
Oh,
I
right.
do remember doing that.
Okay.
Before I
You
left.
didn't before you left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I
Yeah.
don't remember you doing that.
No,
but-
I totally did because you guys were all freaking out about me leaving it when we weren't here.
Okay.
So I took it. I remember disabling.
So you disabled it, and he. So then, yes, you are able to take the portable hull and shake out the contents over the side of the ship, and you guys just hear the plop, plop, plop of like the dead birds as they hit the ocean, and then just smell this like wafts.
Like, Briggs, get out of the water.
And you were
Briggs.
so majestic during the fight.
You just shit flying out of the thing. Birds and oh my gosh. Right, well now we know what it is. Or just I'm gonna go wash this on the docks.
Yeah,
in the water.
It's probably best. Or use your prestidigitation or something.
I would just give it a rinse first. A good
Sure.
rinse.
Sure.
And I'll spend some whatever time it takes to do that.
All right. So as you're cleaning out the portable hull, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm just gonna get the crew ready to sail.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. It's late afternoon at this point, so are you trying to take off tonight, or are you going to take off in the morning?
Maybe morning we can get the pit fiend released tonight.
No.
No.
I mean,
Sleep
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. In the morning, we'll rest.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to take the time to, as a ritual, identify all the other stuff that we haven't.
Okay. Sure. So during this time, you find, okay, so you already know about the cloak, you know about the drift globe, you already knew about the alchemy jug. The bag of beads. There are 2 each of beads of refreshment, beads of nourishment, beads of force. There are 2 delayed blast fireballs in there.
Wait,
And then-
you mean the scrolls?
No, we're looking at the beads that were in the bag first.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
They're like little beads that are sitting in there. And then there's 1 bead that is, is like a potion of growth. So that in the bead itself, you can see this thing just keep expanding perpetually from the center. And then there's 1 bead of that looks like it does the opposite, where it keeps shrinking. So those are the beads. Now let me get you the spell scrolls. What is everyone else doing while I'm doing?
Dan, did you write those down by chance?
I did.
saw you.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I saw you
So
doing
good.
something and I wanted
So
to.
good.
Yeah.
I'll put it in chat so we don't lose it.
Okay, so as I pull up the spell scrolls, what is everyone else doing?
Ileana would probably help Linux with the shitter.
Okay.
Yeah, and despite healing, Derek's just totally wiped, and he'll try and go to bed on the early side.
Okay.
Oh, she would also look at while Linux doing his thing, would probably look at the coin that was given to her.
Yeah.
Just to see if she does. I'll wait until you're done, but she would just kind of be like, does the goddess? Does it ring any bells with the books that she's read or anything that she knows of?
Well, she has read, where does that? She does have that book on deities, right?
Yeah.
So can you make a religion check for me at advantage?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oof. That's a 19 advantage.
A 19? Okay, yeah, that's enough. So you look at the coin and you see the side profile of a beautiful woman who has like long curly hair on one side of the coin. And then on the other, it looks like almost like a very intricate compass rose. And you can see up at the top of the coin itself, the word Davenstar is imprinted on one side. And no, she wouldn't know that. But you can like flip it over and kind of look at it. And with that, you would know that this image is a popular image used by followers of Joaquin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know who Joaquin is?
Yes, you do. She is the goddess of, I know it's like light and prosperity, and let me just double check.
It's spelled like Joaquin Phoenix.
No, it's spelled Waukeen, I believe.
Okay.
Let's see here. She's the goddess of like trade and entrepreneurs, and you remember that like she believes in the free flow of money. So like those who are rich, she doesn't believe in them holding on to the gold, but like to distribute the wealth and like continuously have money flowing. So she is often, so merchants love her, and also a lot of the poor love her because a lot of her followers are known to, contribute to charity a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll put it back in her pocket.
Okay. Anything else that you guys are doing while Jules is looking at these spells?
If I finish cleaning this disgusting thing out, I just wanted to spend the time catching up with Pepino, sharing what we've been through, and asking how he's doing, and finding out what he's been up to in the past week. I mean, I guess nothing. Being in there.
Ileana will do the same, spend some time with Pepino.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Then let me just give the list to Emilio. Are you ready?
Yes.
There is a sleep spell.
Like scroll?
The scroll.
Okay.
There's one for private sanctum.
Oh.
Nice.
There's one for a moonbeam.
Oh.
There's one for power word stun.
Okay.
There's one for sequester.
Okay.
There's one for control weather.
Oh.
There's a gate spell. And then there's a contact other plane.
Okay. That was only 8.
Yeah, there were 8.
Okay, sorry, I thought there was 9.
There were 8.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
And nothing else of magic items or origin or anything like
that? No, it doesn't seem to be. So you got the paperwork, which was like more political stuff from the 9 Hells. You got the bag of beads, which you know about, the alchemy jug, the drift globe, the cloak that is both a cloak of invisibility and of useful items. You've got the 8 spell scrolls, and you already looked at the 3 tomes. So
perfect.
That's it.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Do we leave Steven? Oh no, he's back.
I apologize. That was...
No worries.
That was a secret. No, you muted before you said what you.
Oh, I was just. That was weird. I was just apologizing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's too late to apologize.
Should we sell some of this stuff? I mean, like, do we need 2 alchemy jugs?
I suppose not.
Like, do we need? That's so
What
much
if-
mayonnaise.
What if something happens
is.
to someone else's alchemy jug?
It's really
Then
hard
I guess
to
we'll have to buy mayonnaise the old-fashioned way.
It's not really getting us anything that we can't buy and bring with us.
That's true.
All right, we should probably sell that. Are there any? I am not very good with scrolls, but is that anything you can use, Jules? Any of those you can use?
I can
or-
use a couple of them. Derek can use some of them
Oh, all right.
if he
Aha.
wants to. We can also just sell them.
I'm up for whatever, but certainly if you can use them, hang on, we can
Yeah,
sell
like
the ones
sleep.
who not.
Who casts?
Sounds like something Derek would not do, even though it was a good idea.
That the cloak. Anyone want to use that?
No, I'm okay.
All right, we'll see what we can
I-
get for that.
I think that'd be handy.
Oh,
Are you gonna wear it?
Yeah, of course I'll wear it.
Just saying, it's very sparkly, right?
nice. All right.
Well,
I'm just saying, you have an
Jules,
aesthetic, and I just don't
Jules,
like that.
my hair glows. You know that, right? I know you
Yeah,
get used to it after a
exactly.
while, but
Exactly, but you don't want too much to glow, right? Isn't that
It's
kind
like
of- wouldn't it
we're-
clash?
Two different prints,
Oh
right?
my
Like
God.
two different shimmers might be like, oh.
well, I can try it, and if it doesn't look good, we can sell it.
Okay,
Let's see. That bag of beads sounds very handy and a pinch, perhaps.
yeah, yeah. And the potions, though. Do we want the
What kind of potions are they?
growth?
Right,
Oh.
and shrinking.
Well, I mean, what's growing?
Whatever you use the bead on. I
Whatever you
suppose.
want.
Or just your? I'm asking, does your whole person grow, or is it just certain parts of you?
I believe it's the whole.
It's only your
person.
feet, Eliana. Only your feet grow.
It's whatever part you focus on. So yes, it's a free boob job.
I mean, I don't guess that we need it.
Okay, we'll keep that.
The drift globe, it's handy, and that
It could be
just
good
kind
if
of
we
floats
ever
about.
fight a coven of vampires.
Oh, right, right. That's one can hope. And
I feel like the drift globe, this sounds dumb, but I feel like we don't need it. We're only gonna ever need it once, and we're gonna feel like idiots if we don't have it.
right.
You know, like,
we have
like,
what we
why do we
needed.
sell the fucking drift globe? Like,
How do you feel about the tomes? Of course, that one that's like the great terrible things. Can't sell that. Gotta
we
figure out
should
what
look
that
through
is.
them. We should look through the other ones.
All right.
See what they are.
All right.
I don't know if we need any of these spell scrolls, to be honest.
I personally have no use for them. I mean, that gate one reads like it's could be handy if we're in a bind.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to cast it.
And
I'll
now
just take
spell
a quick
scrolls, they
look.
work. You have to know the spell, right?
it has to be available to your
Okay.
spellcasting class. Otherwise,
Okay.
you have to. And if it's a higher level than what is available to you, then you have to roll for it.
Okay. I think we'll hold on to the gate.
I think the gate could be handy. What were the other ones again?
There's sleep, the private sanctum, which is
Oh,
like
what's that?
a smaller version of what Maeve can do. Much smaller, but still
Sure.
nice. I don't know if it lasts as long. The Quester, control weather, and contact other plane. Moonbeam, if I didn't say that one. I mean, if
Yeah, I don't.
Is anyone able to contact another plane if we need it?
I think that's another Derek.
yeah, do I have sending on this?
Derek looks around really.
Oh no, maybe it's not. No, it's none of us can do that.
Um,
Just off the top of my head.
Pepino.
Vindicated!
Can you use any of these, Pepino? Wait,
I think
Pepino's the
Pepino
wizard,
can use
right?
almost all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pepino, would you like any of these? Put in your spell book and maybe just have a few more spells ready to go if you ever encounter anything terrible.
That's up to you, Emilio.
Well, he definitely knows sleep.
He
Already.
definitely knows sleep already. Yep.
He'll keep gate and stun, probably.
Okay. I'll probably ask Pepino if he doesn't mind me hanging out at the gate. And I don't know, that's pretty handy.
Then he just wants stun. You would probably stun. as the
Okay,
only
if
other
that's
one.
all right. If that I don't know if I can. It's a really advanced, but if we ever find ourselves in a real fucking bind, I'd rather have this to. I'd
Yeah.
love to ask you to travel with us, Pepino, but I imagine you need some time to recover from all this. If you ever even feel like adventuring again at all.
So the robe of Victoria, was that a robe of useful items?
It was a useful items that also had an invisibility
Okay.
Component to it.
Okay.
Oh.
Victoria and I are arguing right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know why my video, every time I touch my screen, my video turns off.
Oh.
Well, don't touch it.
Okay, you're
It
right.
just wants to be turned on by you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I like that. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. Oh, well, those are some powerful things. Anything you want, Pepino, please keep. Everything all right, Derek?
Derek's fine.
Oh, I'll just pull up a seat next to you, Derek.
Oh, man.
That must have been tough. I was pretty scared for you back there. You doing all right with that?
I thought I was dead again, but I guess Liliana had what it took to save me. I still haven't really. I think that's going to take more time to kind of grapple with.
All right. Well,
That sucked pretty bad, actually.
yeah, I can't imagine. That was. I was. Might be tear.
And Derek sort of lowers his voice, and he's like, "It's so crazy to feel how painful that was, and then see Pepino up here."
Oh.
And then he wipes away his eyes.
Rubbed a fur in your back a bit. Aw.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. Derek, of course, we all are. Yeah. Ever just need to talk about it or anything? Or...
Thank you, and I'll try and come up with a way to properly thank Ileana.
Okay.
And yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Are you guys done fighting?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It's
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Every time I go to message Steph, Emilio messaged me something else, so it changes to Emilio, so I can't. I have to.
Oh no!
I'm trying to answer Steph. Steph, it's 1 hour a day if it rolls a 7 or an 8
Okay.
at dawn.
Nice.
And what the enlarge? What?
That's
So
that's
the,
a nice
quote.
back.
The robe.
Okay. So Pepino will turn to you, Lennox, and say, I think I still need a little bit of time to myself. So I'll probably return back to the university. They were really nice there, and
Good.
yeah. So
Well,
if that's okay.
Of course. Take all the time you need. There's no pressure. I understand if you'd never want to travel or adventure again, but I think you like it there at the university.
Yeah, they've been great. So I think I'll tread on their hospitality a little longer.
Good. But so much to learn there. We'll try and stop by if we can, and try and learn how to. I don't know if I can cast anything, but we'll try and stay in touch.
Yeah, I'd like that.
My friend.
All right. Well, as all of you settle in for the late afternoon into the evening, getting ready to ship off tomorrow morning, we will go ahead and take our bio break. So we're just going to take about 10 minutes so we can get drinks, some more cheese, and we will be back. See you guys in a few.
Absolutely.
welcome back, guys. All right, so anything else anyone else wants to accomplish this evening? Gregory has sobered up at this point. It's been a few hours, so.
All right, let's teach him.
Mhm.
Ready?
We should do this probably somewhere else, though. We probably
Outside
shouldn't
of
film
town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll follow your lead, Jules.
Yeah. All right, Gregory, we're going to teach you the difference between a real friend and the kind of friend that you had before.
Okay, I mean, I thought I got it. He took care of me, and I did what he wanted me to, so.
That's
I thought
okay,
as long as they
that-
don't force me to do it, it's okay, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, what you're
okay.
saying is kind of like a sugar relationship, but no, what we're talking about is the difference between slavery and not slavery.
All right, well, sure. Let's go.
Okay, what do you mean?
Whatever you
understand-
want. Whatever you want. I believe you.
To me, Stephen.
Yeah.
Stop touching it, Steven.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
you're
muted.
muted
You're
now.
muted, dude.
I keep myself muted, and then I do that, and like the turn just to make it pop up button. If my finger in the wrong spot, just turn my screen shade off. So I super apologize, Dan, if that's causing you an issue. I'll fix it.
No, you're
before next
fine.
time.
It's working perfectly. You're good.
Anyway, I am very much shaking my head at this whole conversation.
Gregory.
It's
All
good, you know?
right.
Yeah.
You
Used
know
to
it's
learn.
bad. You know it's bad if Derek's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
And Derek's just thinking back to that, oddly amiable rat that he talked to about communism. And
Oh, no.
That was,
all right.
It was that rat, right? It was that
Oh,
It was
Gregory's
a series
friend.
of it was a bunch of different races of pirates, and one of them was like a sentient rat.
Gosh.
All right, so you guys make your way outside of town, which isn't too difficult. You've got your jugs. How
Yeah.
are you doing this?
That we do.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. So, Gregory, we have these two drugs. One of them has a liquid that when Lennox drinks it,
Mhm.
he can tell the pit fiend in this other drug what to do.
Okay.
What kind of relationship does that sound like?
Friendship?
No, that's not a friend. That's not.
Oh.
You're so close. So,
No, it sounds like friendship.
okay.
Oh.
Not quite, because the pit fiend has to do whatever Lennox says, right?
Okay.
And is that good or bad?
Well,
Bad.
is he doing things that's helping Lennox? Then it's good, right?
No.
Oh.
It's,
No.
it,
I
But
don't think
Lennox
it
a
matters.
good guy, so
Here's
if you're
Lennox
helping a good guy, you're
here's-
doing a good thing.
Here's where the difference lies, Gregory. It is that sure you're helping a good guy, but also you're being kind of forced to do it. That's
Yeah.
where the dissension. That's where the difference. Which of these things are not the same? That's the thing that's not the same.
Okay. So you don't help someone out if they tell you to do it.
No.
If they force you,
If they
to.
ask you to.
It's different, Gregory. If I'm like, Gregory, will you help me with this? Could you please help me with this task?
Mm-hmm.
You're free to say yes or no.
Okay.
If I say, Gregory, you are helping me with this task, whether you want to or not.
Mhm.
Or
So
if
even
I,
if the
or
task
if I
was...
use a magic spell on you to where you don't
Okay.
even have a choice. You just feel compelled like helping me. That's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if the task is a good thing.
Correct.
Yes.
it's all about whether you can choose to do it. Having that
Yeah.
choice.
Even
That's
if he
it.
was like,
Yeah.
we're going to go on a cruise and I'm going to pay your rent. that's still not.
That sounds good.
It's not good. I mean, it's not bad, but
That sounds
I'm
like
gonna
a
fly
pretty
you.
sweet deal.
it's not as bad as the other one.
It's something
Alright,
to
this is-
think about.
really nuanced.
Sure. As
What
are
I learned
most
today is
relationships.
That Abraham Lincoln guy was a total asshole. People are going on cruises all the time. And I don't know anything about history.
Obviously.
Nice. All right. It's all about the choice. If
Okay.
you don't have a choice,
Mm-hmm.
then that's bad. We should all be able to say yes or no, whether it's good or bad. It should come down to you and your choice.
Whether he's buying you a brand new wagon
That's not a
or a bunch of
euphemism.
clothes.
Flying you out to a different continent for dinner.
Yeah.
Right.
Paying all your bills. All your bills, Gregory.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. What you're describing sounds really good.
But then,
It really does.
but then he's gone, and then he's sending stones. Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm being held to, my friend needs a hospital bill. I need $1,000, 1,000 gold from you. Don't do it. Don't do it."
Mhm.
That's an even another level.
Right.
That's
I don't
another
know.
level on the.
This
I'm
50
getting-
Shades of Master Splinter situation is
Okay,
Really
Gregory, look,
confused.
he's probably a little older. Okay, he's probably pretty confident.
Seems like he has himself together, like figured out.
I mean,
He's probably really successful.
if I don't have to pay any bills and I don't have to like worry about anything, like then it frees up my time to find my dad and also become an island. So I don't and all he asks is for like a little bit of money occasionally.
Oh no, that's not a good thing.
If
That's
you're
a good
choosing to do it, then that's
Yeah.
fine.
But you can say no in that situation.
I mean,
So
But he might stop paying your phone bill.
yeah. So Gregory.
To be clear,
Gregory.
our end game is explaining this to Gregory. Once we've done that, we have succeeded and the campaign is over.
Gregory, I think one thing to keep in mind is, okay, so maybe it seems like you have a choice.
Mhm.
Think of what would happen if you would say no.
Oh man, he'd be like real disappointed.
Well, there you go. I feel like
Mhm.
that's if it's a real friend and you're like, no, I can't give you money right now, I'm sorry. They would be like, oh, okay, I understand. I get it. We all get in times where we can't lend money to our friends. But so that's one thing to keep in mind is even if it feels like you can say no, what would happen if you said no? If it's that you'll suffer repercussions like his anger, or something more hurtful, something more physical, then that's not good.
That's the worst one
right.
out of the
Mm.
well, the
Mhm.
four.
But if I've never said no to him, then I don't know what is going to happen. So it might be okay,
But
right?
what would happen if you would have said no? Surely you would have an idea of what would happen if you would say
I
no.
mean, I never thought to say no to my master because he just asked for reasonable things and took care of me. So
So that's another type of
Right, master.
What's another type?
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
at,
have
I'm
to
at a
sleep in a
loss.
cage at the foot of the bed?
Yeah. That's another.
I mean, at this point, it's just starting to sound like government to me. So I,
A true friend will do anything for you, and without expecting anything in return.
Yes.
okay.
So when we release this pit fiend,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, hey, here's your allowance. Is that the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do?
Well, does the pit fiend need an allowance?
The pit fiend's in school.
Like,
The
he's
pit
been
fiend's
in-
studying.
Like the pit fiend, like
The pit
okay,
fiend's studying
it's
pre-law.
in this vase, right?
Or marine biology, I think that's it.
Yeah.
sometimes does camera work on the weekends.
Yeah,
he's in this
could
vase,
use
right? He
the
can't make
allowance.
money in the vase. So you giving him money is like a good thing, right? That's like what friends would do.
But not if we're only friends because I'm giving them money.
Onlyfriends.com.
Yes.
Starting it here. Yeah.
Okay, so if you try and give him money and he says no, then that's
Then we're
it.
real friends.
And that's it, right?
Then
Okay.
we're yeah.
Okay.
You got this, Greg.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
what should we do when we summon this pit fiend
Mhm.
and Lennox can tell the pit fiend to do whatever it wants, to do whatever Lennox wants.
Hot. But beside
Anything.
the point.
Nothing's off the table.
Right.
Nothing. Lennox, I need to use the bathroom to take over.
Do you want me to tell Lennox what to tell this pit fiend to do?
No,
That's
Gregory, no.
That's even
I'm
more complicated.
at a loss.
No,
I'm confused by the
here's the thing.
question.
Gregory, that's very perceptive. Lennox is definitely middle management in this type of.
But it's a very handsome middle
Lennox
management.
can take orders and Lennox can give orders. I agree. You're very perceptive on that.
Go away.
There's a term for that, Gregory, but we'll save you that for right now.
Mm-hmm.
To be clear, everyone now realizing is like, Derek's kind of smart and easy to explain things to.
If anything comes from it, I hope
Slow
that's
realization.
Yeah.
No, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring out this pit fiend, and we're gonna tell it that it's free, because it shouldn't just be friends with us, because we can make it be friends with us.
Right.
If it wants to be friends with us on its own free will,
Sure.
with no manipulation or agreement or whatever, then yes, it would be friends with. It's not going to, but if it did, then that would be how a real friendship works.
All right. So like these pet fiends are dangerous though, right?
Yeah.
So if it tries to hurt us when we tell it can be free, that it's not a good idea for Lennox to tell it to stop.
That's fucking
Like
good.
you, like if the pit fiend tries to attack us, you're not
Yeah.
going to use your power over him to make him stop.
Yeah, true.
I'd
We'll
like to
fight him
think
and
we
we'll kill him.
don't. What if our
Well,
friends are gonna
well-
die?
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. It's
Oh, so
like
there is
then
okay.
that's
mhm.
different, because then it's a
Mhm.
life or death situation, right?
Okay, so if it's a life or death situation, I can tell you what to do and you have to do it. And we're still friends.
I mean,
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yes.
Okay.
If like you're gonna die,
yeah.
then yes, we would.
Then you're like,
Right.
damn it, I need a potion. Give me a potion. We'll give you a potion if we have it.
Yeah.
If something was controlling me, something happened to me and I was attacking you, and you had the means to stop me, and it's life or death, I want you to.
Oh.
Okay.
There's over time, a lot of blame has gone around in this party for
What?
dilly-dallying and delaying things, and I'm just gonna here and now, Victoria channeling Richie tops it all.
Nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to make Richie proud. All right, well, I mean, I think I got it. So you don't do what people tell you to do unless you want to. You don't tell people to do what you want them to do and expect them to do it. And it's okay to force people to do stuff if it's really important. Got it.
No, if it's life or death. Life or death, Gregory.
And if you're
Really
forcing them to
important.
Really
stop
important to
trying to
suggest.
kill you, right? Not just like,
Yeah.
now go, dance for me, or
Yeah.
or take some pictures
Yeah.
for me. It's
Yeah.
just.
Send me a picture. It's not like.
Did you get the outfit I sent you? Put it on. Hey, you can't do that. It's just please stop attacking us so we can live.
It's
Yeah.
really it's really important that I can paint you like one of those French girls. We can't let that happen.
Okay. Yeah. I think I got it.
Okay. See, the wrong thing we could do right now is have Leonard drink this potion
Mhm.
and then force the pit fiend to be our friend. That is the worst thing we could do. Even if it's gonna kill us, we can't force it to
But
be
what
our
if
friend.
we're okay? I'm a really good friend, and I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to be my friend. So I don't think I'm like forcing anyone to do it because they'd like it anyway. But sure, let's just try it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
To be clear, I agree with you. You're obviously a very good friend.
Thank you,
but
Derek.
I'm concerned that not everyone is a good friend to you, and I think that's what everyone's trying to explain.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you guys have been good friends to me.
Thank you.
I hope so. I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
And I hope you've learned a thing or two today.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
And then really quick, team huddle. Guys, what are we gonna do if we have to kill the pit team?
We kill it.
You see, like
We
Gregory
have
just
to,
like
we have
starting
to.
to peer over at the group huddle.
So to be clear, if it comes thirsting for death, we leave it with Gregory and we run away.
Oh, no.
No, we don't do that.
I-
Noticing the turtle starting to
then
peer over. We don't do that, Derek.
Also, like, do we know if pit fiends can like travel or anything like that? Because like, there's just gonna be a pit fiend walking around.
I like to see him travel with his legs cut off.
What?
Always,
That's-
it was a dick last time.
Yeah. Whoa.
We're up in the pit.
Ileana, you gotta. There needs to be some
What?
type of warm up to that escalation.
Right.
It's just-
Oh.
Is this not how battle goes?
no, but I'm just saying, like, what do we do if he's like, yeah, okay, like, thanks for freeing me. I'm gonna go, like.
Okay, then that's
I'm just
fine. I
gonna-
won't cut off his legs.
Okay, but then do we trust him to not like terrorize this city?
I mean, I think we would have to.
Oh, wait, we can ask, perhaps we can ask Maeve if she has like a planar spell and she can send them poof
Oh,
to another
fucking-
plane.
Wait, Derek, do you know? Oh no, Derek, you're like tapped, right?
Is Maeve
for
still
magic.
here?
I have like two
She was
spell slots
earlier.
left.
Do you,
I don't know if
do you
she
have the
slept.
one where you send people back to wherever they're from? I can't remember what it's called.
Like planar shift, do you think?
Banish.
Or banish, that's it.
I don't believe that's something I have on tap, but I will double check because I enjoy and respect them.
Hmm.
We're not
And to
forcing
answer
you to do
your-
it, Derek.
To answer your question, Mavriel has not like left the city to your knowledge, but she's not with you. You didn't
Okay.
ask her to go with you, so she's not
Right.
with you.
All right, I'll jog back to the boat really quick. See if she's there.
You see,
Maeve, do
you're
you,
like,
Maeve, do you know banishment? Do you know banishment?
oh, Jules, you're so sweaty. Yeah, I do.
right,
do you,
Come
do
with
you
me.
need
Let's
it?
go. Yeah, let's put on your running shoes. Let's go. They're waiting for us.
Oh. All right. So you see Mavriel levitate herself and just like float along next to you.
Mhm.
Nice. Oh, welcome back.
Who do we need to banish?
Maybe this pit fiend.
Oh, I see. All right. Sure. Like instantly or?
We're gonna try and talk to it first and tell it we're banishing it. Does it stay there? If you banish it, it just sends it back, right?
It's just gone, I think.
Right. As long as I banish it to its original plane, it'll
Oh.
stay in that plane.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
fine.
All right, but
Mhm.
we'll talk to it first and just. I mean, it's its soul. It might go on to somewhere else. We'll. I don't know how this works. If it manifests into a body, but if it does, we just wanted to not leave it outside of town. But,
Yeah.
I see. And you're gonna talk to it, right, Lennox?
Yes.
Okay. You have to say because I'm assuming it only speaks in Floral.
Oh, right. All right. I guess is everyone as ready as we can be? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
ready.
should we have a safe word? That way, if things get
Yes.
troublesome, you can just tell me and I'll banish it.
Sure.
I love
Yeah.
that.
It's please banish it, May.
All
It's
right.
kind of long-winded.
Not too exciting, but all right. There it is.
So, Gregory, a safe word
Mhm.
is
Oh, no.
unless we say that exact phrase,
Mhm.
Maeve is gonna just ignore us, pretty much,
In
And
fact,
just
a
let the
safe word.
and let the
The safe
scene
word-
play out as
It's how you
Until-
know you have a friend.
So like,
a friend will always respond to the scene.
she'll
This
let
is
you
true.
do whatever
true.
you want with the pit fiend until you say
The safe word.
Yes.
the safe word,
Yes.
Yes.
even if it's something you shouldn't be doing.
No.
Especially
Hey.
if it's
Hey.
something.
Yeah.
Morality is hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess what was
have,
up
have
then?
the cheery almond milk. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe Ileana will be
Well,
ready behind Lennox.
This is a
Uh,
different scene. You're not Maeve right now. Ileana.
That was last night. Got it.
Lennox, so as you drink the
Ooh.
potion out of this large urn, you feel it burns all the way down, and you almost feel lucky that you have fire resistance because you feel like your insides are just in flames, and it just like it goes into your head, and your head is almost pounding with pain and like a searing pain. But you have drunk the potion.
All right. I open the other one up.
All right. I'm just gonna like open the lid and knock it over and run away.
Ding dong
And
ditch.
just outside of town on this beach clearing with your backs to the jungly forest, you see this dark red and black spirit emerge, almost a size and a half of the pit fiends that you met in the Nine Hells. But you see it appear, and it gives out this huge roar as it comes out of its urn, and then turns to Lennox and just seems to just stare at him.
All right. Speaking in Infernal. Hello. My name is. I'm hopefully a friend. We're here to release you. We found you, and we don't think it's right for you to be trapped. So we're gonna release you. Are you okay with that?
Of course, Uthrak is okay with it.
Uthrak, I'm Lennox. It's glad to meet you. You seem to be a very formidable person.
You do not seem to be a formidable person.
That's pretty accurate. Now, being such a very strong creature, and with us not knowing you, we just want to make sure that we thought we'd try and send you back to the Nine Hells if that's where you wish to go. We didn't want to leave you here, worried you might be out of place.
If I go back to the Nine Hells, I will just be in prison again.
Oh.
But here I can ravage the lands and take back my power. I do not want to go home.
I understand. Do you speak and I'll switch to common. Do you speak common, Uthrak?
Replying in Infernal,
Mhm.
absolutely not. That is the language of peasants.
Oh, all right. Shit. So mental. Bing! Oh, right. So listen, he can understand common, but it's the language of peasants to him, so he won't speak it. Let it cross his lips. He doesn't want to go back to the Nine Hells because he'll be trapped again. But is very excited to be released here so that he can ravage the lands and regain his lost power.
This was a bad idea.
I think Gregory can't hear us right now, so I think what is you just tell him to play along, and then we just send him back. You tell him to accept the banishment, send him back, and then Gregory will think that all is well in the world.
Oh.
For the greater good.
I mean, it seems like the only other than just fighting him, and I'd rather not, honestly.
Yeah, just, tell him to bow and thank us, and then accept the banishment. And then,
I'll just I'm gonna touch my sending zone because I don't want to say anything out loud and just send to Maeve across the way. It doesn't want to go back. It'll be trapped. It wants to stay here, destroy things, regain power. Any thoughts on an alternative?
That's not a surprise. You can kill it. You can send it back. You can put it back in its vase until you know better.
Back. I'll just kind of nod at Maeve. Thanks. Mental message. Does anyone have? We could put it back in the bottle and just, of course, tell Gregory. Well, it's not ready to go home yet. It needs to just rest a bit longer until we can figure out what to do. But can anyone tell how weak or strong it seems to obviously not have all its power? But look at the fucking thing.
Well, I think you can tell it to just accept the banishment.
I don't think he wants. I think he was trying to find another way.
Like to destroy it or something.
Well, if it goes back, it's gonna be. You said it's gonna be. You told us it's gonna be in prison, right?
Right, but then it'll be like,
hells,
these people sent us back, and then we'll have another fucking Bob's to do.
It's okay. It doesn't know our names, right?
Well. In a misguided attempt to connect, I shared my name. I didn't at first, and then I thought, well, we know its name, so it should be fine.
Well, if it comes back for you, we'll fuck it up.
Yeah, you still have control of it if it comes back.
I suppose so, right? I guess as long as it's alive, have control. I guess just always stay near me so no one walks off.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't know the rest of us, so.
Right. All right. Any spin we should put on it to try and make it,
I would say just have it bow and then have Maeve banish it.
All right.
We need to draft up an HR letter.
All right. Uthrak, back in Infernal. I want to make it look like we're talking for a bit first, so I'm going to ask Uthrak sort of for his history. Not that we have to, role play it out, but can you tell me your history and, make mental notes of that stuff?
Yeah. I will just say, so that you have it, that Uthrak seemed like he was a great warrior who got into a deal with the wrong person in the Nine Hells, and he was trapped in servitude for Bob Zadu. It was given to him as a gift.
Oh. Can I follow up? And I always hate asking DMs for names. For name for whomever it was that they got a deal with.
Yes. I do. I actually have it. I have to find the I just have to find a document. So we can keep going and I'll give you the name.
I'll clue everyone else in. I'm just making it seem like we're having maybe a discussion on friendship. Maybe Gregory will think.
Sure.
But I'm trying to get Uthrak's history. Be better informed now. In case anything comes up. Apparently he was a great warrior and he made a deal with the wrong person in the Nine Hills. I'm trying to get that. I'm going to ask him next what that name is. And then he was bottled up and given to Bob Stew as a gift. I don't know. I don't really want Uthrak to succeed in his endeavors, obviously. But I guess just have him get trapped back in the Nine Hills. Maybe I'll ask him if there's a place or a person, like, in the Nine Hills he wishes to go, so we can sort of not leave on the shittiest of terms.
I mean, no matter what, us sending him back is still better than what he was going to before.
Aye.
So, just remind him of that.
Right. That's a good idea.
Dan, I'm gonna just text it to you and.
Oh, okay. Go. No.
How does Gregory look while we're doing this?
Oh, nice.
He's just like, it's almost like he's watching like a tennis match as he's like trying to like understand what is happening since he doesn't speak Infernal.
I just have
yeah.
a reply just in case. I imagine not, but just in case, like. Oh shit.
What?
Let me, just for clarification. Which would be awesome. And I'm entirely fine with. on my side. Or just oh, right. Okay, for some reason I was applying it to this guy. Wow.
No.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. I've never had any interactions with them, though, I don't think, Lennox. Wait, was he there in that with Elzaris when they showed up? No, he was in the third person.
It was just Aga.
That was just Aga. Aga, Thaxel.
You're not Elzaris, you mean Thaxel. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, right. Well then, I guess we'll send it back. And if you want to do the explanation to Gregory and just, just tell him.
I'll just whisper Gregory's ear, like they're doing a formal infernal, meeting and back and forth.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean it seems very official, like way more official than anything I did with my master.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Uthrak, so we live here in the Prime, so I can't have you just for yet raising things and bring things back, but I'm going to see if I can find a way to make it work in the future for you. For now, we'll have to send you back to the Nine Hills, and we'll see what we can do to maybe help you out in the future. Is there a place in the Nine Hills that you want to go over any others so that we're doing our best to set you up for success in the Nine Hills?
Can you first make either a persuasion or a deception check for me?
Okay, I will go with perception. I'm sorry, persuasion.
Persuasion.
I'm gonna roll it in. Is it not? I forgot to turn on the effing thing. And slowly the die bounces across the thing because I didn't turn on the acceleration. 17 for persuasion.
For persuasion? Okay. Okay. He seems to believe you. And he says, "Know that if you do not come back for me, my vengeance will be served. Send me to Cania."
Cania, right? I'll make sure that I do what I can. And I know you live for quite a while, so it might be some years, but do what you can there, and we'll reconnect as soon as I find something that can a setup that'll work. Right. We would you mind terribly if we just exchanged a courteous bow to one another, and then Maeve will come over. My friend, I do not mention Maeve's name, and my friend comes over. she'll kill me. I'll be dead. My friend will come over and send you there.
I do mind, but I guess I don't have a choice, do I?
How about a half bow? I'd really rather not compel you to. A
I'll
head
give you a
nod.
nod.
Perfect. Back in the mental message. Just tell Gregory that head nods are what pit fiends do for
friendship.
But say Gregory, it seems they've come to an agreement.
And I'll
This is so exciting.
Yeah.
I'll nod my head. Uthrak.
And he'll give you the slightest of nods.
Look over to Maeve without saying a name, and Uthrak is ready. And he'd like to go to Acacia, was it? I'm so sorry.
Kania.
Cania. Okay.
Kania. Oh, all right, I'll do my best. Have a fantastic trip. And she will cast banishment on him. And then let me just roll this to see. Okay, got it. And so all of you see the spectral form of this pit fiend disappear, and now you just have two vases on the beach, and you're all in a semicircle, staring at one another.
Oh, shite!
I'm gonna collect the vase he was in just in case. Bring that
Good
back
job.
to the ship.
Good work, Linux. You did good.
Oh, sort of right. So
And Gregory, that's how you make friends.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
friends.
Yeah, I think it would have made a lot more sense had I been able to understand what they were saying, but
Sure.
I'll think about it and let you know if I have any questions.
Next time. Yeah.
It's, yeah, I mean, Infernal's kind of like a rigid language anyways. It's not very flirty. Like, no-ish.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay. Okay.
All right, well,
Back to the
go
ship.
back to the ship.
I'll
Yeah.
mental message everyone like how I proposed, all that stuff to the pit fiends, so everyone's in the loop.
Yeah.
Like maybe we can do something. We'll kill it or help it or make it see the light or something.
Did
It
he
can't be yeah, go ahead.
what
Sorry.
did he say about his history?
Oh, and I'll kind of run down the things. Powerful warrior. Let's see. That he made a right. So I'd share the name. Right, and there was some person that tricked him into this deal, or rather, he made a deal with someone. Ended up in this state. Name was Agamemnon. Hey, here he is as a spirit and wants his power back and all that. Not nasty business.
Well,
Right.
hopefully he minds his own fucking business and doesn't come back.
What, does Ileana recognize the name? Because he was with the group when they came. Like we ran into them out in the street.
So you can make a history check. He introduced himself. The person that Ileana is thinking of, introduced themselves as Aga. Would never have said if they had a full name.
Okay. History check is 18.
18. Okay. She thinks about it, and the only thing that she can think of is that she met someone named Aga, which is what comes to mind when she hears Agamemnon. But other than that, Agamemnon does not ring any bells.
Linux,
Hi.
we did meet an Aga.
Oh, did we? Where?
He was traveling with Oxaris. and not Oxaris, the lizard folk with Maeve.
Maybe. Oh, Thaxel. I remember Thaxel.
Saxo. That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, we completely lost Eric.
Uh-oh. Steven, come back.
Steven, come back.
Aga, of course. He was a randomly delightful character.
Oh, but that's
Maeve,
a
what
rare
was
name.
his? Well, sure, but what was? Do you know? So, you said Agamemnon.
Agamemnon. I can't imagine
Yeah.
his name.
I mean, it's the same name, but who knows? I mean, I'm sure there are
Oh,
plenty of
wait.
Maybriels in the Fae.
So his name was
But
Agamemnon,
unlike you.
not just Aga.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Lennox. But yes, it was his name. I mean, he's a tiefling. I feel like it's probably like a Robert or a
Right.
Randall, right?
Sure.
Right.
Do you know any Agas, any other Agas, Linnick, in your lifetime?
Do you think
Okay.
we all know each other? Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. She said it was
Yeah,
common.
it's
I'm
been-
asking if you know anything.
Listen, Gregory. Here's another lesson. No.
Yeah.
She said it was common.
No, I don't.
Okay. Interesting coincidence.
Well, let's go back to the ship. And Gregory, I just want you to, I'm glad we got to show you what real friendship is.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I kind of hope I get to meet up with my master and tell him everything that you guys told me.
Okay, we don't use that word anymore, Gregory. We don't use the word master.
Right. with my friend. I just don't know his name. I just always call him master, so it feels weird to just say friend.
But shouldn't friends know each other's names?
Well, yeah, this new type of friendship, sure, but I gotta.
I mean, the only type of friendship.
Okay, yeah. Well,
The
that's
old
the
type of
first thing
friendship
I'll
wasn't
do.
real friendship.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just worried, Gregory, that you go and tell this person. That's fine. Sure,
Mhm.
tell him everything that you found out, but
Mhm.
just expect that given what you told us about them, they will probably act upset and
Mhm.
try to say that what we're saying is incorrect. They're going to try to gaslight you. That's a term we'll teach you later.
Mhm. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'll teach me how to like deal with his gaslighting, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll just tell him that we're friends now. That's it.
Great.
And we have this thing called a therapist that I've met before, and
Mm.
sometimes they're good to have. But
You had a
No.
therapist, Ileana?
no, I didn't have a therapist, but I had known people who have talked to one, but they're very rare here in this. Yeah.
Ileana, if you ever, I studied a little bit of
Oh,
psychology. If you ever need a therapist, someone to talk to.
that's so
I'm
kind of
available.
you, Jules. Maybe it can help with the anger towards animals.
Have you always felt anger towards animals?
And then I
Ileana?
would just look at Lennox.
That's not good. They don't deserve that.
Ileana, do you have any pets as children?
No, we didn't have pets on the military camp that I grew up on,
Oh, it's a
or in
shame.
the church.
So the only animals you've really interacted with were all food.
Oh,
No, I mean we had horses.
did you feel jealous of hearing stories about other
There were
people's
dogs here
pets?
and there,
Like,
but we kept them
Oh.
outside.
Oh, so you had pets then?
Well, I mean, they weren't mine. They belonged to the encampment, to the
Okay.
arm, to the group of us.
Okay.
They usually died within a few years,
oh,
and then we ate them.
love lost. Let's look at Jules like.
Ileana,
is
have you eaten
scarce.
dog?
Food is scarce, Jules. Sometimes, there weren't. We'd be fighting. Food would be scarce, even among the people. So if a dog died, what are we supposed to do? Just bury it? Let the meat go to waste? It's pretty good meat. It's a little tough, but if you cook it good enough, You can cook that right out. Little sauce. Tastes fine.
You ever feel hungry when like looking at beans or anything?
No, I don't know. No, I don't prefer it. It was just in extraneous circumstances.
And you don't look at like Gregory. You don't like
Yeah.
Want
Gregory,
to eat
cover
it?
yours. Gregory, cover yours.
Want to cook it? No,
have
I
you ever
don't.
have you ever
What?
eaten turtle before, Eliana?
It looks like Gregory.
Oh.
But it was smaller ones. It wasn't quite so large.
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to Gregory. I would say, Gregory. I don't want you alone in a room with Ileana. If you can avoid it.
Is she the kind of friend that is gonna like give me a house and then tell me to do something that I don't want to do?
No.
no, she's not that kind of. First off, she doesn't have that kind of money, Gregory. She doesn't have that kind of money.
True.
Just don't get in the sauna with her, the bath with her again.
Yeah, don't.
Like,
Just don't go hot tub with her.
But she has that spa thing that I really like.
If we're all, oh, I'm not there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying if there's other people there, yeah. Just
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay.
I don't understand what the problem is. I'm just saying I don't want to eat him.
Oh,
You want to eat me?
oh, only when
What?
she's alone with you. So just have someone else around and you'll be fine.
Now he's going to think I'm a sexual predator. This is not what's going on.
I don't know if we took that sexually.
Yeah, I
Look at Gregory. It's the concern seems
I don't
to
know
be...
what. There's so much today. I don't know what to think.
We've talked a lot. It's all right.
Mhm.
Tomorrow we'll
Gregory,
have
you're
a
doing
day.
great. You're doing great.
I can't believe no one else has had.
Don't stop.
Hey.
I've never eaten my pets, Eliana. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't. They weren't my pets. They weren't my pets. They were just dogs on the encampment. They die. Food is scarce. What are we supposed to do?
Did you ever play fetch with any of the dogs?
No.
Not once.
Nope.
Did you ever pet the dog?
Not really.
Why not?
I like horses.
Have you eaten a horse?
Yeah.
No.
But by choice?
Wait, you've eaten a dog, but you haven't eaten a horse?
That's
Yeah.
You're right. That's
Horses are a little more resilient.
Two.
like that.
Being eaten? What?
No, they don't die as often.
What the fuck kind of screwed up place you grew up in? I love it.
I can't.
I'm just.
Let me eat you, horse.
I don't eat
Yeah.
horses. I've never ate a horse.
Really? None of the horses died in battle?
Sometimes we're usually too busy.
But
But
food
not,
was
busy
scarce.
enough, not too busy to eat a dog?
Horses are like 8 times the size of the dogs. There's-
No.
Don't bother with the horse. We've got 3 dogs over here.
Dog that died of natural causes back here. This
No.
old dog.
It's fine. It just always happened that I've had a dog, but I haven't had a horse.
All right.
Not sexually. I mean, eaten.
No
Wait,
one.
no
you're
one
the
is-
only one.
Just making it clear.
I
Just saying. Let the record show.
Mhm.
The record just assumes that.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my goodness.
What?
There's Derek. We need Derek.
I know.
We need HR.
Maybe we should look for a therapist for the ship,
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
right?
That's a
We
good
can
idea.
just pop in when we need to talk
They're
about
usually quite kind
where
people. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Is there a library in this port town?
You guys know that It's not really so much a library. It's like a collection of books that people have like sold off and they've like kept them here. But it's very much a port for like restocking and things like that. So it's less about knowledge and more about, you know, material goods. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just run into town and see if they have anything about therapy.
Sure. Make an investigation check for me.
Sure. Just in case. Excuse me. 26.
26, yeah. You find a series of sad-looking like manuals that talk about you know, like basic therapy in the workplace, you know, different like some cognitive behavioral therapy tactics that you can use. So like, you know, the basics with some like worksheets available and like how to run like group therapy, things like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll immediately start studying those.
Okay,
So I can be the ship's therapist.
Yeah. Okay.
Well-
So you can put therapy manuals in your inventory.
Oh, I gotta put my stuff in here.
I'll put a therapy sign-up sheet right next to my massage sign-up sheet.
Okay.
Are you
outside
gonna
of her.
allow Ileana to sign up, or are you just gonna put her name down?
I mean, I'll give you, Ileana, I have, as you can see, I have many time slots available.
For
For
your
either.
your massage?
And therapy.
Work the body and the mind.
Can I have them
Okay.
separate?
Yes.
Oh, sure, I'll just sign up for your therapy.
We
Why
do
not?
encourage tips. For
Like-
both.
Tips as in gold?
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
I can do that.
What?
What other tips do you have handy that you're? I just want to clarify.
For
mean-
the record.
I have something in here, but I'm not sure that's. I just was making sure that wasn't. Okay, gold, got it. Okay, thanks. Sign me up.
Sure. All right.
Lean over, Jules. Like,
Yeah.
thank you. Things get weird, and I get.
As Lennox massages the bruises on him.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no!
Oh no.
Help me
All
break
right.
this cycle.
Let's set sail.
Great. So as you are, I take it you're going to just take the evening to rest,
Yes.
and then head out in the morning. Mavriel tells all of you, thank you so much for calling me in on this adventure. It was a lot of fun. In fact, I found out that there's something that I need here on the Isles. So if you don't need me, I'm going to meet up with a friend and go pick that up before we go.
That's
You could always
great.
need him, Maeve, but
Oh.
you've been very helpful.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. Of course, for my friends, anytime.
If you ever need any, I mean, I know there isn't much we could do for you, but if there ever is, of course, please let us know.
Of course, I definitely will. All right.
It was lovely seeing you, Maeve.
You as well. And you'll see her head off into town on her own little adventure. Right. Gregory's like, do you mind if I hitch a ride for just like a little bit longer?
Oh,
Yeah.
Gregory,
Kind of
you're
like in the
welcome.
middle, and
Yeah.
You're welcome
Hey,
anytime.
yes.
I'll
Absolutely.
work on the ship, you know, whatever.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
What part of the ship do you want to work on, Gregory?
I don't know, somewhere I can make some friends.
Maybe the galley?
kitchen. I was
The kitchen. Great.
If Ileana
Alright.
corners you, yell.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yell for us.
Hey, now,
Just start
no.
screaming.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, well, I got this whistle that my master used to, I'm sorry, my friend used to like help me when I was in training, you know,
Like what? Like when would he blow the whistle?
like when I wasn't doing my training right, like if I did like a backflip wrong or you know, my roundhouse kick wasn't quite right.
I think.
Oh, is this the the mouse person, the rat person you're
The
talking
rat.
about?
Yeah.
No, that's right.
He's the one who trained me
He would blow a whistle,
when I did it wrong.
but that's it. He would only blow the whistle.
Well, when it wasn't too bad and I just had to do it again. Yeah. But yeah, I could just blow the whistle if Ileana gets too close.
That is a great idea.
I've read a book like this.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna go down and be in the galley.
What kind of book was it, Ileana?
Time to go and do some stuff.
Kind of.
For the record, Ileana, what kind of book was it?
Where someone was
I got
blowing
to-
a whistle.
Got to go and do my chores.
We're in danger. Oh, no.
You have such a troubled ship.
We do,
Troubled
yeah.
crew.
Rubs the bruises again.
God.
God, stop. All right. So
Maybe consensual.
you make your way through the evening. You wake up to a beautiful sunrise in San Barto. Anything you guys need to do before you set sail?
Maybe
Just rest.
stock the ship if there's any food or anything that needs to be
Yeah.
stocked.
Sure. Yeah, Henry has your captain has taken care of all of that to make sure that you guys are ready to embark, because you know at this point the map sort of peters off a little bit. There's some coastlines, but there don't look to be very many large civilizations at all between here and the trench, which is out in the middle of the ocean. So this is like your last stop, unless you curve around to Nokomis before you go out to the trench. This is like your last chance to get anything.
No, we can go to Nokomis later. Unless you guys want to go there right now.
I don't. Did we have a reason to go to Nokomis?
Just to sell stuff and buy stuff. But
Oh.
other than that.
That's
Wait. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, yeah, we can go later if you're up for that.
I mean, it's how much extra time? It's a decent bit. You said, right? I think.
So you guys are in San Bartolo right now. It depends on which direction you're going. So either you can continue up the west coast, and then just slip through a few of the smaller islands up there to the trench, or you can kind of go down and around and snake through the islands. If you do that, Nokomis is sort of on the way. It's only like a day trip in and back. But it's hard to tell how long both of them are going to take, but you can tell just like mileage wise, it's maybe a little bit longer that direction.
Okay. Right. There's no rush, I suppose. Let's. I mean, there is a rush, so let's not take the extra time. I imagine there's no rush on selling items. I reckon.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we can wait.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's go to the trench.
Onward.
Okay. Fantastic. So all of you, you set sail and start heading out the west side of the islands, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
Whatever
we're doing?
the fastest way is.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, the west. Okay. And this part is hardly drawn in at all. Again, like you guys just have the coastlines. You don't have any of the information. So yeah, I'll roll to see how the day goes. What are you guys accomplishing today? Anything?
I'll propose to Jules reading the book.
Oh, the new one.
The new one, yeah. To maybe
Yeah,
get a
let's check it
title.
out. Sure.
Ileana, are you up to anything? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're fine. No, listen.
I think do anything else, but I other than that, I mean, right now just working on the ship, probably. Maybe trying to like every once in a while, like she'll see Gregory and like try to talk to Gregory, and I'm sure Gregory will be like,
Just blowing the whistle.
Yeah, do we hear the whistle? I'm down there.
Hold
I
on,
hear it.
yeah. Let me.
And Ileana's just trying to like have like conversation, like, oh, how you doing today, Gregory? Everything good?
So you keep meeting him down there because he's currently in training. He's side by side with Yuri. He's doing a little shadowing.
Okay.
So luckily he hasn't,
Okay.
found you when he's on his own.
Okay.
He seems like okay when
Okay.
other people are around. So it seems, he seems
Okay.
amiable. Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment.
Oh, tough work, Gregory, huh? And just like pass by.
God. All right.
Stalking poor Gregory down in the galley.
Wow.
Oh, hello again, Gregory. Yeah.
Just in that conversation. Stop making him into a sexual predator.
We never said anything about
No.
sexual.
Why is it always sex with you, Ileana?
Always sex. There's always race.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Don't you know someone named Agate? Anyone else?
Oh my God. Let me reopen
That's awesome.
the tome book, and then I'll be right there. Yes. I'm gonna do it with you guys.
This is so fantastic, Jules. I wonder. I mean, just coming across that first book was incredible. I wonder what secrets this one holds.
Oh, this one is a little less dangerous, to be honest.
Hey. Doesn't seem to be a Bob Seduce collection there, but oh no. Exactly. Like, peering around the corner. Oh, hello, Gregory. I see you're back in the fine work with those vegetables.
All right. Can you guys? Oh wait.
Just getting my jumps in for the day.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're
It's okay.
fine. We're having silly fun.
I'm just trying to figure out which of the like hundreds of documents it's
Has
in.
anyone heard
Oh,
anything from
no.
Steven?
I know. I haven't heard a thing from Steven. No.
Oh,
I
no.
hope.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys can do this at advantage because you've translated stuff like this before, but I need an investigation check from one of you.
You got it.
And if
Oh,
Dan,
you're doing it right, Dan? Sorry.
Oh, okay.
one of you
yeah,
needs to make
Yeah.
an investigation check. The other one, if you're helping because he already has advantage, can do an Arcana check
All of the Arcana check.
Yeah. because that'll make it go faster or slower.
Do I have advantage on the Arcana check or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was 18 for Arcana.
I'm just
18 for Arcana. Okay.
sending you the picture of the D20, Vic. I got a natural 20 plus. Well, I'm so sorry. It was what, investigation? No. Yeah.
Yes.
So
So a
Investigation.
30.
Add 5 to it.
35.
35.
I sent the picture to you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay. So, with and one more time, what was your Arcana check, Amelia?
I think it was 18.
18. Okay.
18, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you are able to spend the day translating the book itself. It looks like it's a companion to the book that you currently have. It has a chapter for each of the spells that explains like the best ways to go about getting the components for the spells that you have.
Oh.
And it suggests like if you can't get it on this plane, these are the planes that you can get it from. So it's kind of like a spellcasting guide, and you do notice that there are a couple of spells that it talks about that you don't have in the book, as if those are the ones that were the blanked out pages. So
Oh,
mhm.
okay.
Wonder what those. Maybe Bob Zadu used them for. I mean, I know they were used in the last book. I'm curious, but I also don't want to make you do a bunch of DM digging for whatever ones were used. But
Yeah, like,
Oh,
even
sure.
if it's after stream, I'd love to know.
Just a-
Yeah.
a
I've got them
tease.
somewhere. Yeah, for sure. I can send you a couple of them.
Yeah.
Let me see. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll send you the rest of like the, fiddly bits after stream.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
Okay,
so now you have that information.
All right.
nice.
Oh, handy,
I feel like it's been so long since we thought about this stuff.
right? I mean, I think we have to revisit after this trench deal. Considering the pearl, the dragon. You were looking for that god-touched item, I think, the pearl item there.
Yes. Yes.
And we did say we'd go back when we were stronger. And despite the fight, everyone,
We're pretty strong now.
I do feel quite stronger.
Yeah. And maybe this time Gregory will help since, you know, Rin didn't.
Oh, that's right.
Fen, that's right, Fen.
I forgot. That's
Yeah,
right.
she's kind of hung out.
Aye, that would be handy too. We know a little more of what we're to expect.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's exciting.
Aye. Just didn't want you to think I forgot about it or anything.
No. I mean, to be honest, we'd been so busy. Were you still going for the immortality, or?
As it stands, my horns fell off. I am. I need it. I'm falling apart. I think I mean, there's so much to this world. I don't think it's true immortality. From reading the book there, it sounds like I won't die of natural causes, but, you know, death's still more resilient to it, but it's still a possibility. And I think I'd like to spend the time understanding people, the world, what makes things so great and so shite.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, I still want the divinity thing. That was cool as shit.
That really is. I think it'd serve you well.
Sorry, before I dig myself into a lore hole. Victoria, did I agree to that? I feel like I may have, but
I remember you sending a letter back and saying that sounds good. But
she like needed one to save a bunch of people or something, right?
It was that Lashana had what you needed and was going to use it to help stop the calamity that was going on in the world, but that other group of adventurers stopped it enough that she was like, I want to still do this ritual, but it's not dire because the problem has currently ceased. So she was more than willing to give you hers as long as you helped her acquire another one down the road and maybe helped her out with a thing that she had to deal with.
Then I almost definitely agreed to that.
Yeah, I think you did. So like, you know, the one that the Pearl Dragon has, so that could be the one that you help her get later if you use hers.
Yes, I think that's what it was. And I remember with Ileana, we made all the what's it called? All the necessary.
All the holy water. Yeah.
I have the diamond. I need a chalice, I think, is the only thing I need. And I need consecrated ground.
Dun.
No. Who knows? You know Celestial, right, Ileana?
Let me take a look here. That to do. Yeah.
You wanna help me out a little bit?
What? Sure. Yeah, I can read some Celestial if you need it.
Okay. So this new book we got teaches us how to do the rituals.
Oh, okay.
Right, I'm asking, Victoria.
I'm sorry, one more time.
This book that we got teaches us how to do the rituals.
The ritual was technically outlined in the Tome of Great and Terrible Power, but it's very like high level. The companion book tells you like how to acquire everything that you need, like different ways that you can get it. So like for the boon that you're looking for, they would explain to you like where to look for a god-touched relic, how to get a hold of the holy water, how to get a hold of chalice, and then it would like list things that like if you can't find consecrated ground, you know, these are the kind of spells that could get cast to give you consecrated ground. So it's just sort of like it's breaking it down for you. Yeah.
Well, I think between the 4 of us, we could figure out how to make some consecrated ground.
Hey.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Maybe with Derek's help when he's conscious.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think he was pretty tired. He went back to his,
After
to his
dying.
bunk and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That'll do it to you.
yeah.
Cool. So yeah, all I need is a chalice, I think.
Oh. Where does it say you can find that?
Can I take a peek in the book? See where it says a good place to find out 500 gold chalices?
Can you make an insight check for me, please?
Oh.
22.
Okay, yeah, that was just enough.
Ooh.
You can tell that the person that wrote the companion piece is a little bit, having spent enough time with Mabrielle, you feel that there's the author of this portion of it, you don't know if they're the same author as the Tome of Great and Terrible Powers, is probably Fae, because there's a lot of like smart ass answers in there. And one of them is, if I really have to tell you where to get this chalice, it's here, and it describes a shop that's in the middle of the Feywild.
That's what this is. It's like a place that I've obviously.
Yeah,
never heard
he's
of.
just like,
Okay.
he just like put his favorite like chalice shop in the.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll just get one at a big city.
Yeah.
Right. That's
But-
exciting.
The other tips, like things that are a little bit more difficult, seem like actual relevant tips. The things that are like, where should I get this diamond? It's like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Find them in churches too, but I'm not sure it's the kind that you need.
Lennox, I almost have everything I need for mine.
That's incredible. I
Yeah.
have to review mine and see what else I have to find. But let's focus on yours. Is it just this? What's left? What do you need still? Can I keep an eye out for it?
Chalice, and then the consecrated ground to do the ritual.
We'll make it happen then.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do it. Sure.
that'd be exciting.
Very.
A little scary.
Aye. But we'll be here.
A little scary. Then it'll be, good trial run to see if you actually want to do yours afterwards to make sure I'm not like fucked up in the
Right.
process.
Oh. We'll keep a careful eye on every step.
Very excited.
Okay. All right. So as you finish off your first day at sea, you actually make really great time as you're working your way up the west coast of this particular island, and night falls, and that I think is where we're going to end tonight's session. Since
Nice.
Derek isn't here. Yay! And now that you are finally going to sleep, you were officially level 11. So
Yay!
yay!
We
You did it.
We
Awesome.
did it.
Woo! Awesome. So as a reminder, everyone, we are going to be off next week. That's our scheduled week off, but we will be back in 2 weeks for 3 more weeks of the Obsidian Scar. Dan, you know what I realized I didn't do? I did not prep my outro. Do you mind doing it for me one more time this week?
Not at
I'll
all.
be good the next time. I promise.
You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, we have. You've been watching the Obsidian Scar. We can catch most weeks of the month, but not the first. The first, I think, Sunday of every month. We won't be online, but the rest we will. It's, Sunday nights, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. I'll bring up our schedule. I don't know why that's not full screen. It just popped up in the corner. Here we go.
Aw, so
It was very
cute.
adorable. A ton of D&D still, mostly in the 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time slot. A bunch of different art shows. Steph's teaching me to draw. She's taking our 4.5-year campaign, putting it into a webtoon. There's Christy teaching Steph how to paint minis. A bunch of gaming Trisha games and Sunday evenings, and some other gaming in the mornings. It's just a boatload of content. So if you found your way here today and you enjoyed what you saw, consider giving us a follow to be alerted when you go live with all this great stuff. There's really no one to raid tonight, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Everyone should take the night off, take the weekend off, and we will see you guys back here in 2 weeks as the crew make their way to the Margatas Trench. Everyone have a great Sunday. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.